99 JAMZ might be number one for hip hop and R&B. This your boy Trick Daddy Dollars. Got my girl Trina, Radio Big Mac, DJ Nasty. And on the phone, we have the one and only Mr. 17.5.
Yeah, they're a little higher now, but I take it.
What they do?
What they do.
It's a little higher now?
They're a little higher now, but I'll take it.
Call them 35. How about that? Not 17.5, 35.
40.
Like 40.
Yeah. 40.
Jeezy hanging out with us, man. What up, Snow?
What's happening, man? Just just moving around, man. Just taking in the energy. The album came out last night. If you ain't got the Recession 2, go get it. Trick, I need you to go bump it in your donk, man, and get some.
You know what I do. You know what I do.
I'm
gonna go live.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go find my favorite song. I'm going live and tell them, y'all better go get this. You know what I do. And I'm glad you said that, because we're gonna go back, and what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna care 1 minute. I'm not gonna give a fuck about nobody who I offended by what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I remember when I first listened to you, a lot of dudes ain't understand you. I told Touche and Slip and Slide. I say, listen, it's this little nigga Jeezy. I like him. I say, he's different. I told my brother Chuck, I say, listen, I know, I get it. I know, because your lane was wide open at the time. It was a lot of people driving, but they wasn't, they tag wasn't validated. They had no license. When you got in this lane, you could speed and ride dirty at the same time. You talk about a young trap star who wasn't a convicted felon, who was living that life, talking that life, and meaning that. And I was like, just listen, I went to Atlantic. I said, I want Jeezy on my album. They was like, who is Jeezy? I said, you gonna know about it. In a few years, you gonna know about him. And we did the y'all niggas keep fucking around. We did that record.
Which was my first major feature, by the way.
And I tell everybody this, and then we were supposed to collaborate on the boy. A lot of people ain't know that I was supposed to have been down with the Boys in the Hood, which we would have been there with
we gotta talk about that too, though. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, so I was supposed to been down on that thing, but you know what I'm saying? Everything worked out, man. I want to say congratulations on your success, your marriage, the family, the kids, everything. I feel so good when I see people that I grew up with in the streets and then in hip hop who are still here, who still sane, who still humble. And like I said, I see where the young came in your name, because you going backwards. My hair getting gray, yours getting more shine. I don't know if that's Beijing, but that thing shiny black.
You say you don't know if it's the Beijing?
But boy, you look young as hell right now.
Appreciate it. Yo.
Listen, man, so I was listening to this album, right?
Talk to me.
The Recession 2. And this reminds me of all the TM volumes. Because it seems like you and Don Cannon, I don't know what it is between y'all, but y'all got a chemistry like no other.
Yeah, no, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I was listening to, I think it was Modern Day. Yeah. And boy, oh my God. Like this is another classic masterpiece album, I think. So congratulations to you on that.
What the song you put me on? What's the name of that type?
Therapy of My Soul.
Therapy of My Soul. So you have to be a hip hop loving fan. You have to be a real Jeezy fan. You have to be somebody that all these dudes that just came out the house, they wouldn't understand that.
Right.
You have to be living that.
Right.
So what's been going on with you, my boy?
Oh man, just grinding, baby. Like, just trying to stay focused, stay out the way, Trick. It's hard, but it's fair, and it's still the game. So you got to stay in it, dib and dab. You know what I mean? Shouts out to you on the new show, by the way. Shouts out to Trina.
Appreciate it.
That's a good look. Before I get into that though, because I don't want to lose my train of thought.
Right.
I want to talk about the Boys in the Hood, and when I did them boys verse, and Trick was in the studio, and I was coming in to do my verse. And we was all at Jazzy Face Studio, and I'm like, I said, Trick Daddy in there. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I had to go do my verse, and it took me a long time to write it. Like it took me so Trick could walk in, he'd come in there, look, smoking one, like damn, everybody walking in and out the room. So the rest of the group wrote their verses fast, but I wasn't really a rapper, so I'm like, damn. So I wrote my verse. Then it took me a long time to record it because I chopped up my bars. Right. And I never forget when I finally got my verse laid and I walked down the hallway to hit, and it came on, and all I heard is, it take it too long to lock up, bring it
back.
He was so, by that time, Trick was in the studio, he like, everybody who is he? You know what I'm saying? And I never forget, we was in the room with Noonie and all those guys, and I was getting my buzz up, and I said, yo, I got a mixtape I'm about to make. And I played it, and it was Trap or Die. And they was, and motherfuckers like, don't put it out, you know, wait for the album. I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna give it away because I want people to feel me. And I went and pressed it up, but it was tricking them. It was encouraging me like to do what you feel. So I want to shout out to you that, bro, because it is like that tape changed my life, just so you know. And I'm quite sure it changed more people's lives. So shout out to that. But as far as me, like Trick, I've been good, bro. Like for me, I'm just trying to stay focused and just really embody what's going on with me, because I look at like somebody like Tupac and which I really respected, and I wonder what his mental would be like right now, the way the world is moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been all over the world. I'm goddamn real ones. Like they call me Jeezy Michael Jackson in Broward County, by the way. They love me.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I used to be out there in the plantation in Parkway for real, and the BGs. Like I was living. You know what I'm saying? So
you know, I know.
For sure. So for me, I just want to, you know, continue to like, you know, grow my people, cause for me, I got the accolades. I sold millions of records. You know what I'm saying? I made the bread. I had the time, but it's just like, for me, I just want to keep giving back, man. Cause like I just feel like, you know, they're trying to back us against the wall, bro, and we ain't got no leadership out here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nobody really telling them. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to skip forward. I want to skip forward a little bit from where I was gonna go. I'm gonna skip forward. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. First of all, I want to know you got a warrant for your arrest. Yeah. You got a warrant for your arrest. You wanted for assault and battery. The incident took place last night. I'm just letting you know right now. They came to my house looking for you. I say he ain't here.
Hey man, he in Magic City. That's where he was.
But I'm glad because last night you said something. Last night, and I ain't gonna even reiterate some things that was said, but you said something. You said there's a lot of young people that look up to us.
Right.
They're basing their lives off the stuff that we do, what we say.
Right.
And it's messed up out here, man. We got to get this right. We got to fix this, because you said they watched us go through this for years. You're exactly right, my boy.
Right.
They watched the ignorance. They watched the stupidity, while the corporate people don't give a damn, because if we made 10 million, they made 100 million. Just know that. For every 10 we make, they make it 100.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
We cannot let us as a people, black people, we cannot let us be our worst enemy.
Right, right.
Music, sports, social media should never determine whether you live, die, free, or safe. It should never determine that.
Right. No,
never. Really. And I commend you on that. And you know, even though there's actually a lot of Donald Trump supporters that was watching the Verzuz last night, because everybody was like, who you like? Well, who you like? Jeezy or Gucci? And I say, well, both of them is my niggas.
Right.
I say both of them is my niggas. But we're talking about Verzuz.
Right.
And we talking about Jeezy when you talk about Verzuz.
Right.
Because no matter what, because to have, like, even though everything we represent, the dope game, the struggle, the streets, doing time, life, death, those are the people that are the less supportive once we become successful and they can't spend our money.
Right.
So we share fans. All of us have the same fans, but hits, and I heard your DJ say, I said, they got the DJ in the middle of it.
Right.
Shout out to DJ Ace.
Right. I heard the DJ say, these is hits.
Hey, that boy Ace, boy, he went crazy last night.
Hits
Bless
is
her Ace.
undeniable. And a lot of people, and that's why I did the records like Take It to the House, Sugar, Nair, Shut Up, because radio is a whole nother ball game.
But hold up, Snow. You in Magic City last night. You walk into that building before everything pop off last night. What was your state of mind?
First first of all, I felt Nando. I felt them. I don't know if you know DJ Fernando.
DJ Nando,
Yeah.
right. R.I.P. Nando.
DJ Fernando DJ'd in Magic City for like almost 10 years. And me and him became real good friends because you know, I just come in the club and chop it up with him, have him play my music, and go stand in the
And he was the only one playing your music. Actually, the first song you played last night, because everybody was like, why he did that first? I said, shut up, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? The first song you played, he played that with no palms, no, you didn't grease his palm. He just supported you, believed in you, and you always came back there. Because I remember y'all used to tell me, meet this Magic City, I'd be like, man, nah, man, they charge $100 to park, $100 to get in. Y'all be like, nah, don't worry about it.
And then you still got to pay the scribbles.
And still, you still got to pay. If you don't buy a bottle, you don't get a table. But shouts out to Magic. Shouts out to Little Magic. And shouts out to the whole BMF family, man, because y'all always told me, don't worry about that, we got you.
Got you. But the whole thing for me is when I walked in there, like I felt Nando. So if you don't know, Nando was a DJ and we was close. And he saw my career starting to move, and he knew how close I was to the streets because he was watching. I've been in, you name it, shootouts, everything inside Magic. Like he know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Right. And my reason for wanting to do it there is because it was neutral ground, and it was very familiar. And I've had so many things that happened in that club, and when I walked in, I felt Nando. You know what I mean? If you don't know, Nando was a DJ, and he called me before he passed, and he was like, Jeezy, you guys stop hanging out in the street, because I was like out every night thugging. He was like, because they're gonna end up trying to kill you. And I swear to you, it wasn't 8 months later, somebody gunned him down walking into his home. And I was just like, damn, like how he go, he trying to warn me, and he's just a DJ. So he was a good friend of mine. He broke my records. Like he used to play my records 3-4 hours in the club. Everybody recited word for word with the drops. And when I walked in, I felt them. And I'm being honest, it was just like, tonight you could change the narrative. You know what I mean? And that's what I felt when I walked in the room. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel stiff. I didn't feel unease. It was just like, yo, wherever this goes, it's gotta be right. You know what I'm saying?
Was there a conversation before y'all came out? Because first off, y'all 45 minutes late.
Right. You know that was gonna have all them. Absolutely. We can't see in the watches, man. I think it's 8 o'clock.
So were y'all arguing off air, or I mean, before you went out there?
No. What it was COVID test.
Yeah,
it was COVID test. It's Apple, dog. Like that's Apple. That's one of the
biggest platforms out there.
Facts. It's company in the world. It's $1 billion company. So if he came in and got COVID, you could sue. So it's COVID test, and everybody's waiting on their test to come back. And all I kept saying, I hope mine is negative, because I'm ready. Hey, yo, I had a mask on all week. Well, I was like, that ain't gonna be the reason I was showing. He was like, Jeezy got COVID. Oh man,
Whatever happened to the Jeezy and T.I.?
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, when I said what I said, bro, like, he reached back out. He was like, I'm in. And I was like, that's just what it was. That was the play. And I know Tip enough to know he knew that was what people wanted. And for me, I just wanted to, even if it was just about the music, like, let's just clear the air. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm tired of all that back. And it's crazy, trick, because you know me from back in the day. Imagine all that just following you from everything. That's right. For my soul.
That every day of your life, like you gotta
defend yourself. I'm like, bro, who y'all talking to? Like, who raised you niggas, man? Like, why y'all? It's just too much. And when you a man of integrity and your word to you means everything, and you don't really speak on things, you can only take so much. And it's been 2 decades before I even said anything to anybody. That's like
when when you go on a trial and you're a convicted felon and your lawyer tell you, if you get on the stand, they're gonna break up your past.
Right.
But I'm like, if I don't get on the stand, the jury gonna be looking at me like, well, if he ain't do it, if it ain't what they said here, why he ain't say nothing?
Right.
I think that was big on you, T.I. and Guwap. That this happened.
And don't get it, don't I ain't gonna take no credit, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it could have been what it been, but we end up doing Icy, and and when he said the part about the olive branch, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been big on ego, dog. My ego ain't gonna never lead me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Olive Branch part though, that came,
Yeah, that was real.
an hour after endless diss records, and how did you keep your composure?
Because I don't listen to what people say. I watch what they do. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
You can say what you want, but I watch what you
I
do.
can honestly say I knew not one of the diss records. Even they wanted you to do a record. What record I told y'all they wanted him to do?
I think you had a verse on Rihanna's song.
No, it wasn't that record. It was another record. Everybody was like, he got to do that. He got to do this. I guess it was a record that you put out after one of these diss records or something, but it was big in the street. They were saying, I was like, he's not going to do that. Because what it is, you have to remember, this is a platform. This is a platform where it's live streamed, and you could say and do the wrong thing and get canceled out here these days.
Right.
You have to be careful. And I don't believe in shaking up. I believe in leaving the women and children out of it.
Right.
And everybody that died is the dead. I respect the dead.
Right.
Under all circumstances.
So let me ask you this, John. Do you think you put it all to rest last night? You think everything got put to rest last night?
I woke up this morning and I haven't assessed everything. I'm very
You still got some compound on you,
Yeah, I I 4 showers, man. But I think I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna get these people come do a test in a minute. But I haven't had a chance to process and reflect. But I go by how I'm very self-aware. So when I woke up this morning, I didn't feel a way, and I got to take some time to reflect. But at the end of the day, it's just like to even have a conversation like that to me in front of the world, that's a step. You see what I'm saying? Like that's
right.
It's a small step. It's a step.
And even for the little homies who watching that, because that's what mattered to me. It ain't about me no more. I don't make mine, bro. I mean, I don't need no more plaques. I would love some more money, but you know how that work. But
facts.
At the end of the day, like I've lived my dreams. I'm like, bro, like no matter what happened, you gotta fix it because y'all out here killing each other, and y'all just getting a chance to put people on. So when people taking you out, that means your whole hood don't eat no more.
And that's the new norm now. It's like as soon as they get hot, as soon as they gain the buzz, it's like somebody can't wait to put your RP picture up.
Right. And you know what's crazy? Like, I swear to you, like Bankroll Fresh. I remember speaking to Bankroll on a Wednesday, and I seen him when he came in the club in CIAA, and I was just like, "Why you got 100 people with you?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm just like, "Bro, like I've been there, done that. That ain't it." Matter of fact, I'm back in the city because we was in North Carolina. I said, "I'm back in the city on Thursday. Come holler at me." So he's supposed to come holler at me Thursday. He didn't. I think it was a Friday or Saturday. He came back and it was in the studio, and him and some other guy get into it that he been beefing with, and he gets shot one time and killed Bankroll Fresh. Like, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody love Fresh. He like your little cousin. Like
he ain't never had no enemies or nothing.
Right.
He went anywhere.
And to me, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like fuck the money. That hurt, man. They're my little brothers, man. Them the people, like that's like my little homies from my block, and I see them come up. I'm like, you doing your thing, and the thing that happened with Vaughn, that was real. I'm like, I love Dirk. You know what I mean? Me and Dirk really close. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, because I told Dirk when he was going through his thing, I was like, yo, you should get. He wanted to get off the label. I said, that's absolutely right. This before I took my job, by the way. But I was like, yo, you should go independent because you and build yourself back up, and you can come back and figure it out, because he wasn't getting the support. But then he left and went and got an artist, and his artist was blowing up too. So you got two young guys that are building something together, and he was so happy because like Vaughn was hot. They came through the last time I seen Dirk. They came through the video shoot me and Gotti did at for back.
Yeah,
and they was there. They was so happy, man, and young and vibrant. I'm like, I need some of y'all energy. And to see that kid, man, laying on that ground, dog, and I'm like, why, man? Like why, bro? Like I just don't get it. And there's a million people out here do all this bad shit, do none of them. You know what's
crazy? You know what's crazy, young? They get, I thank God for making me be a real. I'm gonna tell you why. They making money 50 to 100 times more faster than we did.
Right.
They ain't doing no promo runs.
Right. They ain't buying no mixtapes.
They ain't buying no mixtape. They don't do photo shoots.
Right. And the videos don't cost that much.
The video cost 10,000 max.
Right.
They getting paid, and they getting paid for their videos.
Right.
And they got that Atlanta swag, or you can't say they got a Tennessee accent, or they from New York no more. Everything sounds alike now.
Right.
And everything is connected through this worldwide web to everybody want to be the next killer. Everybody I went to a party 2 months ago. Nobody there was 30 years old. It was 50 AP watches. I'm like, damn.
They getting them away.
I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, these can't be real. And then we go to gamble, and it's hundreds coming from. I'm like, hold on, man.
They getting that money, bro. They getting that
money.
Get
it. And I think that has a lot to do with what's going on.
Not to stop the trick. That's my thing. That's the point I was making last night. Don't never forget the goal. The goal is to get out of the hood and put your people on and escape.
That's right.
To luxury. Don't get the money when you could be in luxury and go backwards. And that's my thing. Like, we can't go backwards, bro. Like, no matter what happens, just don't go backwards. And that's my thing with them. Like, they really getting real paper, and they doing it in a way. And I had to really realize what's going on. Like, the music industry is the new streets. That's what it is.
If everybody could get together, if everybody could have got together, and I want to say this, shouts out to you and everybody in Atlanta, everybody in Macon and the surrounding area, everybody in the state of Georgia, because y'all stood up, y'all went out and y'all voted that racist motherfucker up out of office. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm embarrassed that we have people right here in Miami that didn't do the same thing, boy.
Real.
Y'all did it. And I commend you. Could you imagine for all the hot artists, and I can't keep up with all of them, I'm not lying. I have my son, my son just turned 20. My son, my godson, they be like, oh, that's son. I be like, who is that? But I be trying to learn. I be trying to figure it out. They be like, who is that? But
you got to.
Just imagine all those views that they got, millions and billions of views, all those followers and fans. If we could get together on one accord and say, let's stop the black on black crime, let's stop the violence, let's stop selling our neighborhoods, and let's start buying our neighborhoods in our community, it'd be more Black Wall Streets in the world than they'll ever imagine.
Absolutely. It's all about having a plan. You can always change the plan if you got a plan, but if you don't got a plan, but speaking of voting, that's why I was so happy to see Georgia turn blue, because there was so many people saying, why I'm gonna vote? It ain't gonna count. Why would I even leave my house? But everybody that participated, they got a chance to see that every vote counted. And when it got to the end of it, it was the last couple of votes.
Yeah.
Like, it was them extra
people that people like us change their minds.
Correct.
And we need to. And if somebody's thinking suicide, if somebody's thinking giving up, if I could tell them, don't do it.
Right.
If I could tell them, try. You know what I'm saying? God wouldn't put you there if you couldn't. He wouldn't put you in involve you in nothing that you couldn't make it through it, and it helped you. I did my thing, man. I was happy. I voted for the first time, dog.
Right.
I was so happy, man. I went in there shaking like drugstore Jenna. Came out there like Pookie when he saw them titties when he walked in the car.
Oh my God. Hey, real quick though, y'all. Let's talk about this album.
Yes.
The Recession 2 is out for everybody who ain't got it. Go get it. Amazing body of work. What can people expect if they haven't heard it yet? What can people expect from you on this album?
Well, when I did the first Recession, which was about 8 years ago, the message was, Barack was getting in office, and this was right before he got in office, and the energy was different.
I.e. my president is black. Okay.
Right. The energy was different. It was more a celebration.
Right.
It was what's the word I'm looking for? It was intentional. It was like it was like, even in the tone of the production, it was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. But this is different, because when I wrote this album, I wrote it, first of all. Like, I wrote everything. And when I first started writing, I was like, yo, I'm just tired of grabbing beats. That's not going to lock in the time. And when I was young, my uncles used to pick me up in their Delta 88s, and he's riding me around the corner, listening to that Curtis Mayfield and that Bobby Womack. I was like, you know, I felt it. Like I felt the pain and the things they were talking about. So I wanted to capture that because I don't, you know, like you said, Trick, social media is so powerful. I don't think people realized 4 months ago we was marching for our lives, man. We was out here fighting for freedom. Like it was fire bombs and people blowing up shit and all that. And they don't remember that because social media is so fast. And when things happen in the change of events, they on to the next. But I wanted to capture that period of time. Like, no, man, y'all for one chance got to see a revolution. Y'all got to see some form of change, and we had to fight for it. So I don't ever want you to forget that. You know how you do something great and you might take pictures and, you know, people like us, Trick, we like, oh yeah, whatever. But when people show you those pictures 10, 15 years from now, you look like, damn, like I was doing that. That's what that body of work is. It's like, this is what we went through. And if you listen to the front, when Tamika Mallory started off to the end, when I talk about the kingdom, that's where we headed. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to help us get to the kingdom. Because the best part about that place, they ain't killing no niggas.
You better believe it.
Right.
Straight up.
Jeezy, gotta congratulate you on your new job, Def Jam.
Yes, sir.
Senior advisor.
And I got some new hot artists. So if you want to give me a label deal, I wouldn't mind. I know how to find talent. You want to give me a label deal?
What we gonna call it? What we gonna call it?
Okay, that's it. I don't know, something that it's got to make some sense. It's gonna make some sense, but I definitely got some artists I think that we could put out there. The thing is with the music game too is like the labels are picking the hot artists. They're no more. They don't have no time for molding them. They have no time for them to progress and get older. You got to have it now or don't have it.
Right.
They not spending. Hype Williams ain't making no videos for rappers no more.
Nah, he gonna do it. He gonna do it.
He's not doing it. And a lot of the producers now are gonna have to give up their first hit that they're gonna get. They're gonna have to give it to an artist. Right. You ain't gonna be able to get 50 or 100,000 for no track coming out the gate.
Right.
There will not be no more Rico Loves or Dreams. If you write and produce, you can't come out and get you no baby for no bad one no more, and then try to sing and make your R&B album. Everybody got to stay in their lane because there's a lot of people. There's more females in the business now than ever.
Right. No, it's a real game. I mean, you got to definitely. You got to be different, you know, to rise to the top. But you know, you either in it, you in it for the artistry, or you in it because you're a hustler. But it's the new streets. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you hook up with Demi Lovato?
Oh man, it's crazy. She so Demi Lovato's on the album with a record with Lil Duval. She actually reached out to her people reached out to me to do a song for her, and for her album. And when I was doing the song, I heard the vocals on the song that I was doing for her, and I was like, she can sing.
She the real deal.
Yeah, and I hit her up, and I was like, yo, I got this backyard barbecue record. I would love you on. It's a SOS band sample, and she a real one too. Let me say that first of all. Like she a real one. Like as soon as I hit her, she came, she knocked it out, sent it right back. I hit her for anything else. Like she just on point, and it was like it wasn't even about. You know, because everybody's so used to going with who makes sense and who, like, I was
who hot.
Right. I was a fan of what she did. I was like, you know what? It'll be dope to collab on me and you. And then I got my man from you know, and people, you know, sleep on Lil Duval. And my thing is he dope. I don't care what nobody say, he dope. And my thing is, I never had the respect I had for Nate Dogg until I heard him with Tupac. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and you know, shouts out to Demi for even, you know, knocking it out and sending it back. And I just feel like even her fans, they're gonna appreciate that because a lot of them probably never even heard of me. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
That's what it's about. Top 40 pop, arithmetic, top 100, top 10. When you get artists like that, it's a win-win.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
telling you. Hey man, like the album is out now.
Right now.
Y'all make sure y'all go get that. Recession 2.
Recession 2. Hey, I love talking with y'all, Trick, man. Get at your boy. As soon as this COVID thing lift up, I'll be down there, man. You know,
you got to come. Like we told you before, we immediately going to G5 and we're gonna light that place up.
Right.
But wait till COVID end.
Right.
Wait till COVID end, because I go out every day. If I don't got it in my nose, I got it in my finger, because you know they call me stinking fingers when I get in the strip club.